I'm out at North Broadway. Right over here, you see the old Shady Jacks. Right over here, you see the corner of Cass and North Broadway. But what's going on over here? Notice how there's no cars, no noise, no nothing coming from 44? Well, imagine if that was a boulevard. You could be on North Broadway, closed lanes, 44, be on there as a pedestrian, just like it's been designed. Right over here, you've got the Jones Dome, right behind it, Wash Ave downtown. Look at that. Just merge over a little bit here. You got Cass Avenue NGA. Look right down here. You've got Four Seasons. What else more do you want? So MoDOT a couple years ago built this bridge that crosses over 44, 70, whatever we want to call it, from Cass and North Broadway down into the Jones Dome Bottle District. Let's see, if you look closely, right about here, you can see that old Vest bottle. And if we go just a little bit this way, now you're looking at the Four Seasons. There's the arch, right down Broadway. Now what I want you to imagine is this is a 2-lane road, maybe a 1-lane road with a wide sidewalk, and the whole North Riverfront is developed. Well, this is what we could have had years ago, except no one's paying attention. Why didn't we do it? Well, we've got the plans for 44 as a deck park, but we wanted to focus on the Gateway Arch grounds and the remodel for City Arch River there. During that same time, we had plans to do the North Riverfront. We did it during the stadium discussion. We presented a plan as part of the North River redevelopment plan. And look, you've got these beautiful historic districts. You got Bissinger's Warehouse right down there. If you squint really close, doesn't this kind of look like a district to you? Now, you're seeing on the news, all of the truck drivers are complaining about how they have to reroute their routes. Really, that's just GPS. GPS is sending them down by the river, down by that Riverfront Trail, down by the old train station down there, and it's a mess. But guess what? That's a logistics problem. That's not a structural problem. That's no reason why we should keep this whole thing open. Is this a place for people or is this a place for trucks? Now, way up there, further down North Broadway, that's where we got all the scrap yards. But right here, New Bridge, Cass Avenue, NGA, there's Midtown right down there. You can see it right there. There's Wash Ave and City Museum somewhere right in there. This is the front door to downtown. When you get off 70 at Tucker, you're right there. I don't understand why we're not pivoting our view of downtown from north-south instead of having it so often be east-west. This is a no-brainer and an opportunity to create real value in St. Louis, reposition the way people think about this town, and actually preserve some of the history that's being burned down by the unhoused. Talk to you soon. Okay, I want to give another example of how St. Louis is missing a ton of opportunity. So here's the deal. Right behind us, that's the Hotel Lumiere. Here's the lot right in front of the Riverfront. There's the Riverfront train. There's Sundeckers right here. The Cleves Landing is just on the other side. So years ago, we put together a plan where this would all be townhouses. So the idea was you get townhouses next to the arch, next to apartments, and then you run the Riverfront Trail down along here. This is Collins Street. Otherwise, it's just an empty lot. See, right here, right there. It's nice. And see, if you notice on the other side, that's the port. That's where the city abandoned the Admiral Dock, which they built right before it was burned down. Now they're talking about doing a food court or something down there. Who knows? I'm not sure. But what's also happening is they're still parking cars on the levee. Why are we doing that? That's not a first-class experience. That's something you do down out in the county, down by the shore when you're going to go fishing. So all these things together, you've got great opportunity, but no execution. Why? Because nobody's willing to make the first move or work together. Everybody's kind of thinking about what's the thing we can do, or I don't know if people would actually live there. So you tell me, if this was all townhouses, if this looked like a nice row of brownstones, Lafayette Square style, or row houses, would you live down here right by the riverfront? Let me know. Okay, so here's another one for you. When they built the Gateway Arch grounds, there used to be an 1,100 spot parking garage right here. You'd park down here, you'd go under the bridge, and there's the landing right there. Easy peasy, right? Well, two things happened. One, when they did this turnaround, they thought this will be a drop-off place for buses, it'll be a nice little turnaround, but we got something wrong. So this clearance is 15 feet 3 inches. No problem at all. Hold on, let me show you the next one. Okay, we're back. And if you look and see, this clearance is only 8'3". So bus clearance needs about 13 feet, 11 feet. No way you're getting a bus all around here for a drop-off. So what was the thought process? These are the urban planners and engineers that are telling us all about how we're going to bring growth to